Hello, friends. How's everybody doing on this absolutely amazing Wednesday? We're going to be in it for, I believe, the 5th session of Star Wilds. And there might be a little bit of a mystery going on. Maybe a couple of mysteries that are going on right now. So let's hop in here with the other schmuckaroos. And I need to turn that music down just a tad. There we go. Don't want it to blow me out. Okay. Let's hop in there with them. Make it just a tad more. Oh. Hello, friends.
Heyo.
My notes are so bad. Fought some snakes. Weatherwax was eaten.
Nice.
You didn't put down the cool part! When the snake exploded!
Well, welcome to D&D, everybody. Yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and roll into it.
If I roll an at 20
bonus?
on a Time Lore check, will you tell me what the secret mystery is?
No. So, last time, the gang, Chirp and the gang, finished up with the Peacekeepers and the maybe, definitely, possibly not, but for sure, Balazars, and decided to make their way back to the city to get their hard-earned pay from the Rockburns for delivering this ore. I would like to say that their journey back was uneventful after the previous evenings being attacked, but it was incredibly eventful as they were accosted by giant vipers. Not at all due to Franklin's inability to lead the group. Certainly had absolutely nothing to do with it. Luckily, as you were accosted by said snakes, one was pretty easily dispatched by our own Weatherwax as the snake decided to give her a chomp and swallowed her whole. She managed to teleport herself out and then explode the snake in a single lightning strike by stabbing it with her rapier. It was very impressive.
Thank you.
Post-snake battle, everything was a little bit calmer on their way back to town. When they made it back to town, however, there was a festival going on. Not quite sure of the exact festival or what it was celebrating, but there was a very interesting parade of new inventions and some floats of religious semblance that nobody understood that went through the center of town. After the gang got paid, they decided to go to a little unknown bar called the Ogre's Eye. And sorry, I said bar, I meant restaurant. And it was absolutely delicious. That is not the right music to be playing right now. Let me loop this. There we go.
So it's slightly a little loud.
Beetlejuicy.
So they sat down, had a nice restaurant. After, of course, meeting the doorman, Dwayne, the rock golem. Shout out to Dwayne. And after having a lovely meal, which was not at all overpriced, they made their way back to the tavern they had been staying in. I've got the name here. If somebody has it faster than me, that's okay. The Landlocked Dreamer. So, walking into the tavern, they're greeted with the proprietor of said establishment. However, he seems to be looking at them slightly askance, as though he didn't expect them back. Onos, in his inquisitive nature, noticed that maybe this guy didn't expect to see him again. Chirp thought maybe he had even sent the Balazars after them. But there didn't seem to be any sign of foul play. He offered them free lodging for the night, which everybody accepted. Many roles were done behind the scenes, and unfortunately, many things didn't happen to a lot of you. However, Weatherwax seemed to pick up on a certain je ne sais quoi in the air. You know, there's a little bit of something. And with that, she decided to go on an investigation. And by investigation, I meant she walked downstairs and annoyed the crap out of the proprietor that gave her a free room. He didn't take this very well and said, "Leave me alone or get out." At which point, she enlisted Onas's help to break in the back door. Pre-breaking in the back door, she did also go and grab some random people off the street and asked them, "Do you see this building?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's a building." Then she like stepped in the building and stepped out and stepped back in. And everybody was thoroughly confused. So after they left, they went to break in the back door, easily picked the lock, looked in, saw the kobold was sleeping, and left. And that was about the short and long of the investigation for the evening. Oh, never mind. There was one important thing. At one point, Weatherwax sat down and attempted to do something and pulled out an hourglass. Onas noticed her pull out this hourglass. This hourglass being a bit odd as the sand wasn't flowing, more kind of floating in the middle of the hourglass. Maybe constantly shifting back and forth from the top to the bottom, but only in little spurts. Onas chose not to press the subject, and everybody went to bed. The previous day, they'd agreed upon to take the final mission on the mission board, and that was from the I gotta open my notes again.
The Menders?
Yes, the Menders. Sorry. From the Menders about their missing town. So going to the Menders facility, they asked them if they could get some transport to go help them look into this. And luckily, the Menders sent them off with a small group riding single-person aircraft. And that is where we ended last time. Did I miss anything?
That shopkeeper was mean. Again.
That's not important.
It is to me.
Well, you do have this way of finding the most annoying way to interact with somebody. It's a skill, one might say.
In my culture, it's very polite.
Let's get flipped over here. That is the wrong one. Let me fix this. Actually, don't know. Give me a second here, chat. Sorry. Do. Close. Okay. Hopefully now it'll pick up the right one. Hey, there we go. So, you guys are all riding through the cool autumn air on these single-person aircraft. None of you have ever really ridden them before. However, Chirp is very excited for this experience. Hey, Modus, have a good one. Would all of you please give me a dexterity check?
Beep. Ba-ba.
Or if you have knowledge piloting, you can use that.
Yay! Actually, well, wait. No proficiency is getting added to the dex one?
Yes. That you can add your proficiency, not to the dex one, but if you have the skill.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Demi. Yeah, that's an
Did I
internal
me-
IP at the top.
Did I
Don't worry
mess
about
that up? Because I didn't do the 1, or is it the same thing?
it.
No, you have
No,
your
you're good.
dex modifier on there.
Okay. Franklin, Onas, Weatherwax, and just waiting for Chirp. Thanks for watching out, Demi, but yeah, it's an internal IP at the top, so everything's fine. But thanks for letting me know so I can make it full screen for you guys. Chirp, you alive over there? Chirp's dead. All right, cool.
Yeah, is the mic not working?
I
Now
didn't
it
hear
is.
anything. You got to roll.
Yeah, every time I was using the mic, it was knocking me off the page. I don't know if it's because you have the game paused or what.
Game's not paused. You may want to take push to talk off for now. Might be a little easier. Well, as he's doing his role, I will describe everybody else. Franklin, you are exceedingly good at using this thing. Whether it be from maybe some time as a kid bebopping around the astronaut, where people would stop in and maybe you'd seen these devices before, or whether it's innate skill or dexterity, you are easily able to control this flying contraption, leaning forward, back, left, right. It's pretty all intuitive to you. Onas, you on the other hand are very shaky, standing atop this essentially floating piece of wood. You're able to stay airborne and moving in the right direction, but only just. Weatherwax, you're not faring much better, as this board was obviously designed for someone of a heavier stature than you, and the controls are not really responding to your touch very well.
Doesn't like my knees.
Yeah, your weird backwards knees. Chirp, whenever you're ready, you can give me your roll, but for now, you are all sailing through the air, at least moderately well. Franklin is killing it. Franklin is even kind of keeping up with some of the menders, and they're kind of having a little chat, and they're doing like little tricks, and you can watch Franklin kind of like light up and try and do them with them, and for the most part, he keeps up fairly well. The main guy is kind of looking back at Franklin approvingly, and like, yeah, man, nice. However, the air up here is quite cool, as it is late autumn, moving into winter. Luckily, you shouldn't be in the air for too long, as these contraptions move very quickly. Hey! Chirp! You as well are keeping up with the group that was sent with you. You're doing little twists and turns, and feeling maybe some facsimile of what you would expect dragon flying to feel like. And it's quite exhilarating. Flying over the landscape below, it's mostly woods and plains. You do notice that the main road leading into the city, there is a nice stream of people. More than you might expect around this time of year, but people moving towards the city proper from different outlying settlements. Okay, so if you fall, cats fall will come into play. So, as you move forward at a very expedient pace, I have to roll something.
That's not stressful at all.
Ooh,
That's a low number.
indeed it is. You're all making very good time to the town. That was abandoned. However, after about 4 or so hours of riding, you're beginning to get a little sore and tired. The planks are starting to kind of bite into your feet. Weatherwax, your knees are very sore as they are not used to this much punishment. And you don't really notice, but a storm starts to move in. The air around you starts to smell a bit of ozone. The temperature starts to drop quite sharply. And the group that is with you kind of looks around quickly and begins to land. Do you follow them?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not good enough at this to float around during a storm.
Very well. As your guides move towards the ground, you follow. Everybody landing quite... as each of the guides that came with you land, they hop off their boards and pick them up. Each of you... Sorry, Franklin and Chirp. You easily mimic their movements, jumping off the boards and grabbing them as the boards kind of slightly begin to float away.
Wow,
And
that was a lot of fun.
Onos and Weatherwax, you're a little less adept than your two compatriots, and the boards get a little higher than you would like, but you're able to grab them before they get away. The leader walks over to you, Onos. Storm looks nasty. We might want to camp for the rest of the night, or we can walk it on foot. But he kind of looks up at the storm clouds. It's not going to be a fun walk.
I mean, I don't think the town's gonna go more missing.
Yeah, I think we should definitely camp for the night.
All right. He starts moving off the main road that he landed on towards the woods. He easily leads you to a clearing that was noticed from the sky, and they all begin to set up camp. You notice most of them have brought fairly light backpacks with tents on them. Did any of you guys bring a tent?
We own a tent, yes.
I would assume it's in my pack, yeah.
As long as you own one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we own a tent.
Then you guys also set up your single tent. And everybody kind of gives you strange looks as you set up one tent that does obviously fit 4 people. And they kind of look at you all weirdly, but
Yeah,
shrug their
start.
shoulders.
Franklin, are you gonna make me put it up
I'm
again?
like, I pulled out the tent. Yeah, I just immediately toss it to you, and then I start getting out my, start getting a campfire going.
Very well. As you were doing that, you notice that the temperature has dropped dramatically. Anybody not wearing any sort of medium or higher armor is starting to shiver.
I'm cold.
Oh yeah, I'm very cold.
I'm very cold.
Very well. The guides have set up their tents and taken off their packs. You notice that they all tap the rune that's on their board and it stops floating, and they put it in their tents. The guide walks up to you again, Onas. Looking at the sky, he says, You know much about weather?
No.
Supposed to be clear skies today. Kind of shakes his head. All right. You guys setting up the fire, or are we?
Is the storm magical?
Is that what you say?
No, I'm asking just for my knowledge. Is the storm magical?
Do you have any way to know whether it's a normal storm or a magical storm?
My base kinesis. So if I can manipulate the area around this, it's non-magical.
Not necessarily. As far as you're aware, actually, let me check something here. On my DM side of things. Why don't put Franklin? Chirp. Let me look at you. Let me take a gander at you real quick here. Feels normal. Normal enough. Normal as any other storm that you've bumped into.
Yeah, then I can emanate that little aura. It's nothing crazy, but I can keep the temperature at a level where nobody's freezing.
Okay. So, Chirp begins to, you notice that it hasn't quite started to rain or snow yet, but you notice that the air around Chirp is beginning to get warmer. In fact, as the guide walks over, he shuffles a little bit closer to Chirp, and he's kind of rubbing his hands together. Like, you guys setting up the fire, or we?
I'm already on it.
Franklin's already doing
All right. He goes over to his compatriots and kind of says some stuff to them, and they kind of look in your guys' direction and nod. So, Franklin, it's as you begin to start the fire, the first trickles of snow begin to fall on your head. Please give me your survival check to see whether or not you can find dry. Oh my god.
Hello.
Please give me a survival check to see whether or not you're able to find dry wood or start a fire.
Hell
Oh,
yeah, I found some
all
dry
right.
wood. I got your dry wood right here, bud.
Franklin
The driest.
looks up as the snow begins to fall, and he makes a little smile. He's always kind of liked the snow. And he walks over and he starts picking up random logs and brush and debris and stacking it up. And one of the guides is like, stuff's gonna be all wet. I don't know that. You just kind of wave him off. You don't pay him any attention. So you gather woods of various varieties and dampness.
Do I find
And-
any mushrooms while I'm finding wood?
Yeah, you find a couple of forageable mushrooms.
Edible mushrooms.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The survival check's good enough for that. And as you begin to get ready to light it, there you could tell the guy's kind of like shaking his head at you, like, "Oh, that fire's not gonna light." And out of one of your pouches, you pull a spice that you kind of actually grind on top of a couple of the logs, and pink, one spark from your flint and steel ignites instantly, and the flames go up hot and bright. A little trick that you learned.
I start setting up a cooking pot and gonna get ready to make a nice warm mushroom soup.
They all move closer to the fire and kind
I
of
kind of
relax.
whisper towards I kind of whispered towards Franklin, like, "Hey, I can throw you a fireball, and you can do the trick to make the fire bigger for the pan. See what kind of reaction you get."
Yeah. You mean throwing it at me?
You're the one that said you can swallow it, right?
Well, yeah, I can eat fire, but it doesn't expel more fire. It just kind of makes everything covered in black smoke and soot. I essentially extinguish the fire you throw at me.
All right. I was trying to think of a cool party trick, but never mind.
keep shopping it. You'll get there.
It would ruin the food.
I mean, if we're gonna be here a while, some smoked barbecue is not ruined.
It's soup.
It's been a couple days since I've had a chance to brush my teeth. It probably wouldn't be the best to belch smoke everywhere.
I like what you're going for, though. Very well. Franklin, you get your cooking supplies ready. You begin whipping up a meal. Some foraged mushrooms, a little bit of tack, some hardtack, some beef jerky, you know, stuff that you've brought along. You simmer it in some water as the snow continues to pile down. And go ahead and give me a performance check. As I definitely don't click around for what I'm looking for.
What?
So, though normally your food is absolutely delicious, tonight it's just kind of on par. You know, the experience, you're kind of worn out from all the riding that you've been doing today.
I guess these mushrooms weren't quite ready, but it'll do.
It's fine.
I forgot to forgot to wash them first. It's like everything's gritty.
Right. The guides take it from you, and you know they all eat it, and they're like, had better, had worse. Most of them scurry back into their tents quite quickly as the night begins to fall and it gets colder, closing their tent flaps and allowing for some warmth to stay in. You all, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast guidance on Weatherwax to help her work on her scroll things.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna pop into the tent and do some scroll work.
Okay, go ahead and give me your crafting check.
Who's taking first watch?
Just thinking that.
I'll take one.
I'm trying to see if I have something. One sec. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. I think I'm gonna take a watch as well. I'm hoping that I might be able to get a small critter running by, and I start pulling out my hand crossbow.
What do I add for guidance?
D4, isn't it?
Yeah, 1d4.
Which is lucky. All right.
16. I assumed I needed a 15. I
You
can't remember. Okay, cool. Thank you for guidance.
Oh, I definitely lied. It's just a 1 + 1 2.
Oh,
That's
double.
fine.
that is
still
fine.
need 15.
All right. So Weatherwax quickly goes into her tent and begins to work on her scrolls for the evening. As who's taking first watch?
I was.
All right. Franklin, you tuck into the tent to try and get some sleep as Onos takes the first watch. Onos, sitting around the fire, you continue to add extra wood that Franklin so wonderfully brought for you guys. You begin staring deeply into the fire, almost losing yourself for a little bit. Before you realize it, you're very stiff and sore, as well as quite tired. Looking up at the moon, you notice that it seems like a few hours have passed, but you could have swore it was only a couple minutes.
Interesting.
It would now be about time to wake Franklin up.
Well, I guess I'll get up and go wake up Franklin.
You stand, your knees kind of scream in protest as though they haven't been moved in quite some time. Kind of hobbling over as your feet and legs begin to wake back up. You look into the tent and everybody is dead asleep.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say for a minute. That scared
Everybody
me.
is dead.
That scared me.
You just hear.
Man, I should have delivered that with better timing. Dang it.
Actually, real
that
quick,
was the
Pogo,
wrong
are you
song.
able to
Oh, this
turn
is
that
loud.
down? Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
My bad. Wrong songs. I forgot to turn the loop on. There we go.
Okay. If you're coming over to Franklin, you just hear him sleeping let go my ego.
Before I wake him up, can I look around the tent?
Yeah, you look around and you notice that one of the tents is open.
It's opened?
It is open, and the person inside is missing.
Can can I go in?
Yeah,
Or
you look
can we
inside the
go
tent.
into it?
It's very sparse. The backpack's still in there, as is the flying device.
I want to look in the backpack.
You look to the backpack. It's mostly supplies for travel, as well as a notebook containing notes on.
Sorry for the angry cat.
I didn't hear. Notes on good fields to plant food in, different locations that they've gone to and scouted for the menders. Mostly just notes of this person's travel. Very bare bones and dry. Very analytical. This
So there's
place would be good
nothing,
for potatoes.
in-
This place would be good for corn.
There's nothing of importance.
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. I'll leave the tent and close the backpack. And,
Okay.
Just kind of want to. From what vision I have, I want to see if I can see anybody just walking around or something because the guy's gone.
As you leave the tent, you're feeling a little stiff and sore again, and you look, and the moon has shifted positions dramatically again. And another one of the tents is open, and another person is missing.
I almost want to wake Weatherwax up for this because
Yes,
of her
please.
magic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go wake up Weatherwax.
He's
Also,
over here vibrating.
on a much lower tier relevancy, how many hours did I get on my scrolls?
4.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll go wake up Weatherwax.
Okay. As you poke your head into your tent, you're really starting to feel fatigued. You go and go to attempt to only wake Weatherwax up. However, since you're all sleeping in the same tent, you wake everybody up fairly easily.
Oops.
Is it watch time?
Weatherwax. Guys, there's just weird stuff going on right now. It's been minutes, but it looks like it's been hours. I don't feel good.
Time sense. How long has it been?
It has been about 5 hours since you about 6 hours since you went to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been sitting there. That feels like 5 minutes, and now I don't feel good.
It's been 6 hours.
The tent over there is open too, but there's nobody in it.
Are you allergic to mushrooms?
No, except those other ones apparently.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
So you don't feel any magic in the area, bar the floating devices you've been floating on. But you do, as you kind of tune your senses more onto Onas here, you can see that he's got a light dusting of snow on him. And he was obviously, actually, no, I apologize. He does not have a light dusting of snow. He's actually very wet on his head and shoulders, as though there was a bunch of snow and it has now melted. However, you do notice something else. His head and shoulders have almost a yellow glow to them.
Does
But
it look
only-
familiar?
The glow seems very indicative of the same type of magic that you use.
Okay.
Did you find the yellow snow?
Everybody knows you don't eat the yellow snow.
I'm going to head out of the tent, and hopefully with everyone behind me, I'm gonna pull out my hourglass. See if it's...
Okay. You notice as you make your way out into the heavy snow that is falling very fast now, that your hourglass, as pieces of snow fall on it, the sand in it kind of jumps a little bit towards the falling piece of snow.
I'm gonna. Is there a bunch of snow on the ground yet?
Yes, the ground is pretty covered.
I'm gonna hold it to the snow on the ground.
All of the sand in your hourglass jumps to that side of the hourglass. You feel your heart skip a beat.
I pull it away from the snow. Okay.
It returns to the center of the hourglass.
Okay. Is the fire still lit?
It is out now.
Okay.
Fuck
Did Onas, you came in and told us all the things that, like, there's an empty tent and everything?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna head over to one of the open tents.
You look, all 3 tents are now empty.
So all of the menders are poof.
Also, you notice that the moon is very low in the sky, and you can almost see the break of day. The first purple hues have begun to rise across the sky.
I want to go to one of the other 2 tents that I did not go into.
Okay. You make your way over to the other tents. Checking inside, you find similar packs to the other ones.
Containing the same thing?
Essentially, slight variances here and there, but nothing of any note.
Are there any, like, footprints or anything around?
No, there are not.
Is the movement of the moon
It's
in
daytime.
line with the time? Like that?
The first rays of sun are now completely basking. All of you are now shivering cold.
How much time has passed?
Roughly an hour.
I'm a fucking lizard. I'm cold?
Well, yeah, you're cold-blooded.
Wait.
Wait.
No, I didn't know that.
No, you're not.
Can
But
we-
you are all cold as there is snow piled on your shoulders and head, and it is melting.
Can I roll a time lore check?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Can I have guidance?
Yes, you may.
Add a 1 to that. 25!
So,
What's happening?
as you stick your hand out and a snowflake falls upon it, immediately you get a sense of time. Aggressively, as though something is pulling it. And as you look up and kind of shift your senses to your more time-attuned ones, you notice that all of the snow clouds and every drop of snow that's falling seems to be attached to time in some way. And every single snowflake that falls on you pulls you again and forward in time.
I have an ability that's specific to rolling combat initiative, but it
Okay.
lets me stabilize or destabilize my position in time.
Okay.
I want to try and stabilize myself
Okay.
and see if it changes the way that I'm experiencing this versus everyone else.
Very well. Weatherwax pulls out her hourglass and kind of holds it close to her chest. And you notice that she closes her eyes for a moment and opens it, and they are now golden. Putting her hourglass away, you notice that the snow that was once falling gets within about a centimeter or so of her and then flows around her. And as this is happening, Weatherwax, you notice that the strong feeling you were getting pulled from every time you were touched by a snowflake is now much less. You're only getting it from the snow that you're standing in. However, as the snow begins to fall on your compatriots, they all kind of just stand there, slack-jawed and glass-eyed.
Okay. Okay. So we're all
What-
getting pulled forward in time.
Does she look
You don't know.
slow?
So, to you guys, I will explain what you see when you see it.
Okay. And I assume I'm stabilizing myself at whatever point I decided to do it, so the tents are still open, the people are still gone.
Yes.
Okay. What happens if I touch one of my party members?
Who do you touch?
I think whoever is closest to me, my immediate thought's Ona, since he was the one who's like seen the most consciously and not asleep time.
You reach out to Onas and touch his hand, and you feel almost like a static shock. Zzz. And Onas, suddenly, as you were standing there, Weatherwax appears beside you, holding your hand.
Am I experiencing time like he does, or is he experiencing time like I am?
Onas, as you look around, Franklin and Chirp seem to be standing there slack-jawed and glassy-eyed as snow falls in piles atop them.
Hi.
What's
Are they
hap-
frozen to you?
Yeah.
Okay. If I let go of his hand, is he frozen again, or is he good? I'm letting go of his hand for a second.
He goes slack-jawed and glass-eyed.
Shit! Okay. I grab his hand again. Okay. So, a little bit of a crash course. You know I do time magic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even hourglass.
Something like that.
I can stabilize myself in time. We're getting pulled forward in time. That's what the whole storm is. It's time. Someone's moving everything forward. And I can pull you out of that. Or them out of it. But I don't think I can get everyone at once. I also don't know what this is. Or who it is.
No, I'm confused. Who? Where are the people?
Okay. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm
So, how long has it been for you?
7 hours? I was unstabilized with you up until a few moments ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How long has it been for you here in this time? Like, is this
Just a couple
normal time?
seconds. This is
normal.
as normal as time can be, yes. Time is passing normally right now.
So,
I'm gonna
our
put
buddies.
my... Yeah. Okay. But put your hand on my shoulder. I think that's the best way to do this.
Okay.
And
I put my hand on her shoulder.
Okay, and I'm gonna
Okay.
put my hourglass in my pouch, and I'm gonna go and grab the other two Beans' hands. So
Okay.
Franklin and Chirp.
Franklin and Chirp, as Weatherwax grabs your hands, you suddenly are... Weatherwax and Onos have moved. Your shoulders feel a bit stiff and you're quite cold, including you, Chirp, as your warm winds have died away. You notice that every time you keep bringing them back up, they seem to just disappear. But now, Weatherwax is holding your hand.
Hi! Okay. So, the storm is not a storm. It's kind of a storm. It's time magic. It's pulling us forward in time. I can stabilize myself in time. If you keep touching me, we can stay in normal time. Otherwise, it's gonna fly forward. And that's why it keeps going poof. And we get cold. And it's... Yeah. I don't know what happened to those people. Something's pulling them forward.
Snow in the air or the snow everywhere?
Snow everywhere. The floor snow, the storm snow.
Okay, can I create a scorching column to is there an alcove or something? Do we have any markers somewhere we're trying to go?
I mean, you were heading towards the city you're probably the town that disappeared. You're probably about a good 4-hour march from it, as you flew fairly far the day before.
We're not going to be able to walk very far like this.
I'm like, okay, and I'll grab the hoverboard.
I don't think that's going to work.
We
We
can't all
wouldn't
fit
have
on
to
the.
touch the
There's
ground.
no way we can all fit on one hoverboard.
No, there's multiple. Didn't we all have?
Yes,
We
but you
have
all
to
have to be
touch
touching
one of
me.
Oh, I see.
One of.
It's a
Okay.
lot of
Anybody
ums
have any
going
rope?
out. I like this.
Wait.
There's this thing I can do that I haven't really done yet. But we'd probably have to be connected by rope, but she's got to be able to touch us, right?
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Oh, okay. So everyone to the tent. We're walking to the tent. I'm gonna let go and see if it really is touching the snow.
I have a question.
Sure. Yes. I
That
don't know.
magic, the touch thing, can that be like transferred or like infused into anything?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. No.
Well, that sucks. Okay.
That's just kind of a me thing. Sorry.
So- If we go in the tent. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go in the tent, and I'm gonna let go of. I don't know, Franklin.
Weatherwax.
Yeah. Yes.
You get
yes.
everybody into the tent, and you get most of the snow off. You do notice that as you move away from the larger body of snow, and the snow that's on you begins to melt, that the pull from the time that you get from it is diminished to almost nothing. So as soon as the snow has left and become water, then it's not as bad. Doing that, you let go of Franklin's hand, and Franklin continues to seem normal.
Okay. This is good. It is just the snow. If we don't touch the snow, or make sure the snow is melted before it hits us, then we're okay. Chirp, can you maintain fire around us?
10 feet at a time. See, yeah, it's 10 feet at a time. It's only 10 feet in diameter. It goes up to 30 feet high. I don't think I can turn it sideways and make it roll in front of us or anything like that. That'd be kind of...
Alternatively, if you can melt the snow on the ground, Franklin, you're really good at the boards, right? Do you think you could pilot one above us if you rode it upside down? As a sort of an awning, something to keep the snow off of us.
So before this gets too ridiculous, Chirp can do his extended kinesis. How far is that extended kinesis?
It's like a 10-foot aura around me.
Okay.
So that's just the base aura is 10 feet, and then I can do the extended kinesis and snuff stuff out or keep it. I can pretty much regulate the area around us.
Right. You can turn water to ice or steam. So theoretically, you would be able to keep an aura up that could melt the snow as it comes in.
Yep.
However, that being said, it would be essentially raining on you. And it is cold.
So I have fire and air. So I can swirl the water around us. It doesn't have to touch us.
Okay. Very well. You could definitely do that. That is going to require some... this is going to be a long-term use of your abilities, so it will require some checks to maintain.
Yeah, the gates are, once it's active, it's active, but I can do one or the other. I can either keep the water off of us, it's both elements, so it's if I swirl it around us, I can swirl warm air around us and keep it so we can breathe, but it's literally, they can't be outside. It's a 10-foot sphere.
I mean, well, so this is the thing, is if you can do that with one person and yourself, and I can just keep track of one other person, then we're good. We're great. And we just have to
So
keep
what's
it
the plan?
like that for 4 hours. Okay, cool. That sounds good. 10 feet.
So what's the plan?
Well, the only thing is there really going to be... We make it 4 hours to the town. Is it still just going to be a storm? I'm wondering if the town is here.
Should have bought a damn umbrella.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I put my backpack on my head?
Good.
I'm thinking Chirp takes one, either Franklin or Onos, and I'll take the other one, and we walk like 2 and 2.
I mean, it's like I said, it's an aura. It's a 10-foot aura. So I mean, we could do like 2 in the front, me in the middle, and 1 behind me, and it should still.
Well, I don't need it.
You do need to
It's
stay
more-
warm, though.
I was
It is
actually
very cold. Unprotected outside in the elements is going to cause a problem. You are going to be walking 4 hours in essentially what is right now a blizzard.
Yeah, it's a sphere, so it's like you don't have to be right on top of each other. It's a sphere. In fact, there's a sphere around my character right now that kind of gives us the border of where it would, pretty much where the aura would extend to in any direction.
So we could just walk with Chirp.
Okay.
Okay.
I do, before we leave, just want to go and grab all of the notebooks and journals of the people who have gone missing, just in case anything has any useful information in it.
And there's nothing, we see no sign of their passing besides just the packs and the boards being gone.
Correct.
Okay.
And how many of the boards do we still have?
All of them.
All
I
of
think.
them plus the 3 of the guys that came with you.
So, possible hijinks. What if we get them on top of the boards? I'm not sure how long I'd be able to keep it going, but I can propel us forward and ignore difficult terrain, and it doesn't trigger reactions.
Well, that doesn't trigger reactions as in somebody attempting to slap you with a sword as you fly by, not reactions to magical snow.
Oh, yeah. I'm just talking about, I literally put on a little jetpack, and if they're floating on their boards, or they have their boards and they tie themselves to me, I can essentially turn myself into a little jetpack, towing them behind me in the sphere.
Well, I mean, I think the bigger thing is if we can fit the boards in the 10-foot space, then we could use them. My one question on that component, actually, I'm tiny. Can I theoretically share a board with someone else?
Theoretically, yeah.
And could we fit 3 boards in that space?
Hop on.
Yes. However, it would be a very difficult check for all 3 people to maintain a reasonable speed and distance without bumping into each other. And potentially falling off or shenanigans ensuing.
What about
Just as a
2
warning.
boards?
Um,
I'm asking because I do have the produce flame cantrip. If kind of like using that would be enough to keep me and another person warm, and then we could go to full speed.
I believe
I got a
Produce
torch.
Flame only produces a small amount, like enough to start a fire.
Would my torch go out?
Your torch would be fine, but you're not going to get much heat from just a torch.
Fair. Okay. So I think on foot is our best bet. And then we can all stay in Chirp's zone.
Okay. So you're
And
all
I'm
going to
grabbing the
attempt to
notebooks.
move out towards the missing town in the middle of the blizzard?
Yeah,
Very well.
I don't. Unless there's some part of me that gets some sense that the blizzard's gonna go away. But I feel
Give
like
me a
the
survival
answer
check.
is- Okay. Since it's time blizzard, can I give you a time
Nope.
lore check? Okay. Where are my proficiencies? I think it's gonna be gone. It's leaving now, actually.
You don't know how weather works.
Yeah.
Can-
no.
can
People
I-
call you Weather Wax, but you don't know how weather works.
My name's a lie.
Can I try?
Sure, if you take a look, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll try.
It's a blizzard. Could be a couple of hours, could be 5 days.
I don't know whether it works either.
I mean, the other option is we can all go sit in the tent and
We could just be chilling.
yeah. I don't think just letting time pass is the most beneficial, though.
Am I
We'll
still
also
like
eventually
in
starve.
pain?
Oh, no. That was mostly from stiff joints of not moving them for hours. As you've gotten up and moving again, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've got a functional plan to get to the town. And I think that's our best bet.
Very well.
Leaving our tent here.
You break down your tent,
Okay.
packing it away, brushing as much snow off as you can, and steel yourselves for the walk going forward. You make your way back out onto the road, everybody clinging as closely to Chirp as they can. Chirp, you are outputting a good deal of heat, keeping everybody from freezing, and also doing your best to keep a small bubble surrounding you of air currents to knock the snow and melted snow away. Everybody in the party is able to stay close enough to Chirp to not cause real issues. However, Chirp, you are trudging through snow that is melting around you, and though you are able to melt it and keep yourself a little bit warm, most people are still stepping in some form of sleet, slush, and or ice water as you melt it.
Yeah, I can't change the water itself. I can do the air and the fire, but I can't.
Right.
I can't
So-
do it with the water.
In this cold, spontaneous blizzard, you guys begin to trudge down the road to where you believe this missing town is at. The wind howls around you, and the snow bites at your skin. The only comfort is Chirp pumping out as much of this fire that he can pull from his very soul. However, it begins to take this toll on him. About an hour has passed of Chirp producing as much flame and air that he can. Begins to take its toll on him. Chirp, please give me a Constitution save.
I'm gonna also scoot to the edge of the bubble. I wanna just get some of the snow in a bottle.
Okay. You collect some of it in a bottle. It begins to melt fairly quickly. And after it has melted, you notice that most of the time properties melt away with it.
Noted.
Just,
okay.
Where's it at? I am resistant to cold because of the level 2 stuff for the
Okay.
Dragon Disciple dedication. How do you do the base stat?
It's on the first page. You have to type it.
Yeah, type it.
Isn't fortitude the con save, or is that a totally different thing?
Fortitude would be. So you can actually do fort instead. Actually, yeah, fort's fine. Ooh. Would you like to use a hero point?
Yeah, we'll do that. Ding, ding.
This is why you never laugh until after you've rolled.
Okay. It is strenuous, but the first hour passes without much of an issue. You're able to pretty easily keep the flame going. Trudging through the snow is not as bad for you, but you could tell it's maybe starting to take a toll on some of your companions. 2 hours of walking, trudging through the snow, the blistering cold, the howling wind. Weatherwax, you notice that the time element to the snow is starting to get a little more intense as you move forward here. Chirp, go ahead and give me another fortitude save.
No more evil voice roll.
Sealing yourself for the second hour. Again, you're able to easily pump out this heat and air. That's what you've been training for. You're doing good. You're feeling good.
I'm so grateful for Chirp right now.
Third hour goes by. Weatherwax, you notice after about hitting the midpoint of this storm where you enter a small eye, if you will, you notice that the time magic starts to fall off fairly sharply.
It was getting stronger. It's getting weaker now.
So we were at like a certain spot where it was stronger.
Hour 3, Chirp. Please give me your Constitution save. Sorry, Fortitude. Nice. Stealing yourself for the last bit here. You keep pumping forth that fire. Every time one of your companions starts to get too cold, you're able to produce just that little bit more of heat and keep anybody from having to also roll fortitude saves. The last hour passes. The time element has almost completely gone away from the snow, but not completely. Chirp, give me your last fortitude save. This one is at a much higher roll, but let's see what you got.
Oh, derp.
Oof. Chirp, after 3 hours of pumping forth fire and air.
Yeah, one more hero point.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna chew it up. We'll see
We'll
what
see.
happens.
I believe.
There you go.
Ooh.
You find that last bit of reserve that you have, and you pull forth the flame and continue to walk through this snow, melting it around you. In fact, 26, that's pretty good. Not a crit, but you guys, as you're moving through the last 30 or so minutes here, you notice that the storm falls off almost completely, and that even the snow around you begins to melt at a pretty expedient rate. It doesn't seem to be sticking to the ground. You notice that the air around you is starting to become warmer. After a few minutes of Chirp's flame and the warmer air around you, your clothes begin to dry out. The chill leaves your bones. And you notice that there's a bright, shining sun above. You have made it through the storm. You have weathered the storm.
And is the time magic fully gone, left with the
Yes.
snow?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
What time is it? How much time has passed? Has it actually been
It is
the amount
about
of time?
noonish.
The same day?
It is the same day. Thanks to both Chirp and Weatherwax's quick thinking, you are not pulled too far forward in time.
Okay.
Well, so what about... I don't know if this matters now, but what about everybody else?
Y'all just left behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We couldn't. You guys did multiple searches to try to find traces of their passing, and
I
nobody.
just wanted to steal stuff from them.
I mean, I think they left
Noted.
everything of value to them.
Speaking of stuff, do we have our stuff?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I got
packed it
my
up and brought it
backpack.
with you.
Yeah, we brought all
Oh,
our,
okay,
our
okay.
packs and everything. Okay, so we walked so we should be where the town is now?
Yes, you actually, cresting a hill, you come upon the town. The town itself is actually fairly large, stretching out in multiple directions. You notice that vast fields of different grains are planted. Let me change the song as we're no longer in Spooky Land.
Does it
That was good.
look like there's storm just from the direction we came, or does it look like there's maybe storm equidistant on all sides of this town?
No, it looks like you have passed through the storm. It's moving in the direction you came from.
Okay.
I don't know if this is intentional, but we don't have vision here.
Yep, I'm getting it for you.
I see your town. Oh, I think I
Alright.
still own that random frog. Oh, no. Okay, it's good. We're good. Okay. Chirp, you good? How you feeling?
Is there anything like a tower or something I can get some air from to be able to look around?
So, yes. You begin to move towards the town proper. This town, not big enough to really be called a city, but not quite small enough to be called a village, was one of the main food hubs for the Menders. There's a small bridge crossing over a river that is flowing. You notice that the river is not quite frozen. However, there's a light, very, very light dusting of snow left on most of the buildings here. And the river, however, is not frozen. You do notice that there are a few buildings towards the center of the town that may be worth inspecting. And as for a tall building, you could probably get on top of one of the buildings. Most of them are not super tall.
Yeah, I really just wanted to run up something and then trigger my slow fall and just like
Okay, unnecessary slow fall from Chirp.
just float back down to the ground where it's just like let all the weight out type thing, like jump up and then just kind of slow fall down. Where it's
Which
just,
building do you climb on top of?
I guess if that's our bridge, I would probably choose the one on our right here, the closest one to the bridge on the right.
Looks like it might be a tavern of some sort. You all watch as Chirp sprints across the bridge, climbs up on top of the building, and then jumps off. And slowly floats down.
I don't understand kobolds, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna be casting detect magic as we enter this town, just in case these. But yeah. I've got my eyes out to see if there's any lights on in any of the buildings.
So, as you move through some of the less dense areas of the city towards the city center here, you do notice that the town is incredibly dead. There's not a person moving. Everything is deathly quiet.
Oh.
Taking a look around, kind of stop and peer in some windows. And it looks as though most people have left, not necessarily in a hurry, but kind of in the middle of whatever they were doing. Chairs are pulled away from tables. Food is left on uneaten. Candles have burned down to their wick.
Is this?
Doesn't seem to be a sign of life anywhere. No rodents, no cats, no birds. Completely devoid.
Alright, guys, I'm not 100% sure, but this is reminiscent of the people in the tents.
Yeah.
Do I see any kind of like bell or like wind chime on a house or anything like that?
Yeah, a few of the houses have wind chimes hanging outside of them.
Can I start ringing one to see if there's like anyone around?
Sure. You kind of walk up to a triangle on the tavern here, one that may be used to signal some sort of, meal. And you ding, ding, ding. The dinging breaks the stillness of the air. It's almost uncomfortable, this loud chime through the nothingness. Feels almost as though you've disturbed a silence that best not be disturbed. Uncomfortable is the best way you can describe your feeling.
I thought you said we love Spooky Town.
Oh, we love Spooky Town.
Is there even any like animals at all, or just nothing?
He said there was nothing.
No animals.
Of the buildings
This is
we
very
have
creepy.
here, are there any that look like they might be somewhere that would have kept any records for the town, like a town hall or type deal?
I don't know. Do you start looking through the buildings?
Yeah.
Go ahead and take me to the first building you look through.
I think I'd probably go for this long boy over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with it.
Do you open the door?
Yes.
Opening
Yes,
the
I-
door, you see inside what looks to be a tavern of some sort. A few tables dotted around. Staircase up above you there. All of the tables seem to have flagons of ale that were just left undrank. Behind the bar, you notice that there's a keg. But not much else to this room.
Wait, these are untouched?
I mean, yes, they're not fully drank.
I'm gonna finish one.
All right, you grab one and take a small sip. It's disgusting. This ale has obviously been sitting on this table for God knows how long. There's actually a
I'm
small
gonna spit it out
film on
before-
top of it that kind of clings to your upper lip as you pull it away.
Ew. I spit it on the floor. I want to go up the stairs.
All right. At the top of the stairs, there's a door that is locked.
Can
Nah.
I pickpocket or pickpocket? Can I
I'm
pick the
gonna
lock?
pickpocket the
You could
door.
certainly try.
Thievery or so?
Thievery.
Okay.
Even with your best efforts and your thieves' tools, you attempt to jimmy this lock, but you notice that the lock is actually of higher quality than you would expect, and
Yeah, I
resist
have
your
two.
efforts.
I have too many. Can I use one hero point?
Yes, you can.
Why not? I keep. Okay, I give up. I'm angry. I'm walking away from the door.
I'm
Start,
gonna
break the door down.
go back down to the counter and see if there's a key tucked away anywhere.
Give me an
No,
investigation
start, break
check.
the door.
Okay.
Spladoosh.
Chirp also takes a look at the lock, knocks on it a couple times, jiggles the handle, and says, "Yep, it's locked."
Ah,
There's no investigation.
Is there not? Man,
No.
I thought I was right on that one. Give me a second here.
Oh, under the companion macros.
It is under.
Oh, that's a good point. There could be something called
Yeah.
investigation, but it's a different stat. Search.
Yeah,
Nope,
search.
it didn't like INV.
Oh, we'll just do a. Give me just a perception check then.
Oakley dokley.
There's one that says seek, I think.
That's okay. We'll just do an investigation check here. 20. Searching underneath the bar, you manage to find a key tucked away underneath a old rag.
Hey, good job, Weatherwax.
Thank you. Let's find out if it actually opens that door or not.
Ascending to the second
Ascending.
floor again, Weatherwax slots the key into the hole, turns it sideways with a satisfying click, and swings the door open.
Okay.
At the top, you notice that this is a living area, probably for the owner of the establishment. It also looks as though he may have left in a hurry. However, unlike other places, there are papers scattered around on a small desk in the corner with a chair.
I'm gonna go read the papers.
Yep. What do those say?
Give me a perception check.
Me or
Whoever is going to read the papers.
I'm gonna read.
I want to read the paper. Oh, you're gonna read the paper?
I mean, unless you have a.
I don't even
Higher.
know what perception is.
It's on the left side of your page there.
Oh, +6.
Oh, yours is higher. You read them.
23. Onas. You walk over to the papers and begin shuffling them around. Some of them are ledgers for the tavern, tabs that are unpaid, different things like that. However, as you move aside all of the uninteresting papers, you find a small notebook. As you open it and begin to look inside, it is the notes. Not exactly a diary, but just some observations from, you would assume, the proprietor of this tavern. Few of the days mention uninteresting things. However, one entry does catch your notice. It says, Sarthak was at it again today. He keeps telling us that this is the right way to go, but I don't know if I trust him and his new god.
Does anybody have religion?
I'm trained in occultism and time.
Well, can I roll religion?
I believe in air still.
Yeah, I mean like the proficient, like the check. Because I don't know who that is, bro.
Sarthak, in this case, is not a god. He said, I don't believe in Sarthak and his new god.
Oh. Okay, I heard you wrong. Okay.
Further investigation of the area leads to nothing else.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, let's go try and figure out who, what, when, or where Sarthak is. Or was.
I want to go to the small building.
You said this was a like an inn or something? Is that
Yes.
right? Is there a bar?
There is a bar. It's on the far right side there.
Do I see like a nice glass of wine?
No,
or
don't drink it.
gin?
We already drank a thing. It was gross. I guess if there's an untapped keg, maybe go for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I mean. Like, anything
Where's
like
the
that.
door? I want to go in this building.
There's an unopened bottle of wine.
Over here.
No, I don't want it open. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going in here.
You guys should have the ability to click on doors and open them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in the small room.
Okay. You've entered what looks to be a small cottage. The room itself, pretty uninteresting. Table in the middle. Again, it looks as though the inhabitants may have left fairly quickly. And a hearth on the side that's cold, as well as a very steep set of stairs leading up to a second floor.
Is that like a crate or something in the corner?
Is this a trap door? That's why I'm dancing on it. Looks like a door.
Yeah. That's...
In the corner, you do indeed notice a trap door.
Can I open it?
You open it, and it seems to lead into a cellar.
Ooh. Yo, let's go down the cellar.
I'm down if you're down.
Yeah, let's go down the cellar.
All right. You all step down into the cellar, except Chirp, who is outside. Chirp?
Chirp, buddy, you coming? Alright, no chirp. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's alive. Okay. You all step into the cellar. You're instantly hit with the smell of musty air. Looking around, it seems to be a normal root cellar. You see preservatives that have been stored on shelves. some various accoutrement, just extra clothes, different things like that. However, one thing in the corner does catch your eye. Seems to be a small statue of some sort. As you get closer to investigate the statue, you notice that the statue itself looks like a person in a robe, bent over.
Was it that guy? I forgot his name already. Is there any plaque on it or anything?
Nope, it is pretty unadorned except for that.
Can I roll in occultism or
Yes, you can.
time? Occultism or time?
Occult.
Okay.
It's a statue.
Dang, it is.
It's a statue.
Cool.
Can I do like there's like a subsist society check where it's like see if I can find any clues to whether people have been trying to scavenge or any type of indication of where the people from the cottage we're in could have went?
And there's no magic.
That would be
on the
more
statue?
of a perception as
like
to
there's
like
nothing-
kind of find clues.
I feel like there's nothing down here. Can I like search for like a switch or something?
Switch?
Yeah,
Give me
maybe
a
there's like
perception.
another door or something. Who knows?
And just to confirm, the statue's not magical in any way.
Not that you could tell.
Okay. Cheese! There is now a trapdoor if there wasn't.
Onos. You just get a weird feeling in this root cellar, and you start taking a deep look at everything. You notice that in this square root cellar, one of the corners is bare, another one of the corners has the statue, another one of the corners has a couple of crates stacked up in it. One of the corners has a shelf on it filled with preservatives, and another one of the corners has nothing.
Okay. Thinking. Can I? Is there anything in the crate?
In the what?
You said there was crates in the corner.
Yeah, there's crates in one of the corners. You pry it open, and it seems to be just potatoes, which have started to sprout eyes.
Can I move the crate?
Sure. Where do you move it?
Just slightly over to see if there's anything under it.
Nope. So, one of the corners is blank. One of the corners has some shelving. One of the corners has statues. One of the corners has the crates, and one of the corners is blank.
How many crates?
Just two.
Can I fill the other two corners with crates?
Okay. So you move crates into one of the corners, and then crates into another one of the corners. So now the corners contain potatoes, shelving, statue, potatoes, and potatoes. Onos, give me a will save.
I hope. Oh, okay.
Onos, as you are moving potatoes into the corners, you take a step back and you stand in the middle. You're like, wait a minute. This is a square room. How are there 5 corners? Immediately get a sharp pain in your head.
Oh, shit.
I thought you were misspeaking!
Yeah, I genuinely just thought that was a slip up.
I thought you were repeating one of them.
I missed that completely.
I thought he was just slipping up.
However, with a 15, you are able to kind of push it away for a moment, and the 5th corner dissolves.
Okay, did everybody else see it? I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
Which corner disappeared? I can't see this.
Which corner was it?
It was one of the corners you had moved potatoes in. Those potatoes are
Okay.
now gone.
All right, I'm gonna put more potatoes over there.
the
Did
corner's
I
gone.
see him pick up potatoes and then now the potatoes have disappeared?
You watched him pick up potatoes and move them around. As for where exactly he was moving them, you couldn't quite follow as he was, putting them some in this place and that
I
place.
look like a weirdo. Weatherwax,
Listen, man, I've been there.
Can you detect magic real quick?
I have been. Is there any magic?
No. However, there's a slight bit of background magic, slightly higher than normal.
Does it taste like the inn?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It tastes like the
Okay.
inn. It tastes like the air at the inn.
Okay. Now we have a psychotic Weatherwax again.
I think you're onto something with those potatoes. Talk me through it.
I'll say the other two of us have no idea of this Weatherwax escapade the other night.
Everyone's like,
The other
what?
two are probably looking at me fucking crazy. Moving potatoes
It's
around.
funny.
Okay, Weatherwax, help me out with this. I'm lost. I moved, so I was looking around and I saw the crates and I moved them to the corner. And there was a fifth corner, and now it's gone with the potatoes.
What? When he says there was a fifth corner, does that, like...
Can I walk through a wall? I don't want to run into a wall. I would look so dumb.
No,
What?
you are in a square basement now. There are 4 corners. Statue, shelving, potatoes, and potatoes now.
For Onos or for all of us, now
All
that
of
he's
you.
vocalized that? Oh, okay.
You've all only seen 4. You have no idea what Onos is talking about.
Okay, I'm interested real quick.
Did he point
Can
out
I-
the corner? Did he point out the corner to any of us?
He did not, and directly did not.
What? I didn't really get the chance. I want to go back up real quick and see if we're in the same building.
All right. Climbing out of the hatch, you look around. The building looks identical to the one you were in.
What about the outside?
Open the door to the outside and step out. Town looks the same. The eerie silence, the lack of any sort of critter.
After his statue plus weird potatory, my current hunch is that this is Sarthak's little square, maybe.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go back down there. By the way.
So no. I was gonna say I want to go upstairs and see if he's got papers.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going back down there to figure out
All
this
right.
damn puzzle.
You climb up
Okay.
the steep stairs. It leads to a second story that's actually very small, almost just a loft with the a bed in it and not much else. And roll a perception if you'd like to look around to see if you find anything. Looking under the bed, around the bed, you kind of take the pillow off and shake it out. You don't really find much.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything on the shelf besides preservatives?
No.
Oh, okay.
With the 26, no.
And there's nothing that's specifically magic up here?
Nope.
Okay.
I asked Jonas why he's
I'm
muttering
gonna
to himself about potatoes.
Real quick, do I remember which corner? Did I only catch a glimpse or did I see it?
No, you saw 5 corners.
No, I'm saying am I familiar with where it was? Do I remember which?
I mean, it was in
Like,
a
could he
space that
attempt-
doesn't actually exist.
Okay.
You
I'm
were
about to
standing
look-
in a square basement. You saw 5 corners.
Yeah. I'm about.
Start touching walls.
I'm about to look stupid. I want to start walking at walls and touching them.
Okay,
I'm gonna head back downstairs.
Okay. You walk downstairs and you hold your hand on the left-hand wall. You walk forward and you touch one corner. You walk forward, you touch another one. You walk forward, you move your hands over the shelving so you don't touch anything. You touch the third corner. You walk forward and you're back to where you were. You only touched 4 corners.
Have we moved the statue at all?
Is it
You've
big?
not.
Yeah, how big is it?
It's about the size of Weatherwax. So not big.
Can we move that?
I can't move it.
Can we illuminate, like, make the flame illuminate stuff to see if there's any shadows that are being cast or anything?
Sure. You produce flame, and the root cellar becomes bright. Almost hurts
See
your
if there's-
eyes from the dank darkness that was here before.
Any air or any visible places where the light's creating shadows where it wouldn't be?
Nope.
Okay. Am I strong enough to move the statue?
You move it. It's not very easy. It does seem like it's just made of stone. It's probably a good 45 to 50 pounds, so you're able to
I
pick it up and
definitely
move it.
Okay, I want to move it. But where should I move this statue, guys?
I mean, I don't hate the idea of seeing what happens if we put it in the center, but if it's that heavy, then maybe that's not the key.
You.
Bless you.
I said I got you. I'm gonna put it in the center. I trust.
Okay, you put it in the center of the cellar. Suddenly, nothing happens.
No, you're the worst.
Did the hearth upstairs fire sometimes is magic-y? I want to go light the hearth. It might just be a hearth, but hey.
Okay, you grab some of the pre-cut firewood that's on the side of the hearth. Toss it in, easily spark it up, and begins to burn, filling the house with nice warmth. However, you get a very unsettled feeling as you light this fire. The smell of wood smoke begins to assail your nose, and then you notice you haven't really been smelling much since you came into this town. The crackle of the fire sounds almost like the beating of a drum and breaks the stillness, the silence.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
I feel like an absence of sound and smell very much implicates that the town is like fully frozen in time, but also time has been passing because there's a weird ass film on the like lager and whatnot.
I drank it.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Can confirm time is passing. That shit was gross. Okay.
I think I would like to. I'll pop back down and say maybe we go check some other sections, and I doubt your fifth corner's going anywhere more than it's already gone.
I mean,
Probably.
Worst case scenario, we can just burn it to the ground.
I don't know how we get more clues doing that, but hey.
I don't know how it gained a corner in a room that shouldn't have had an additional corner.
Actually, Onas, you found those papers in the other building. Maybe you have a stab at upstairs. If you can pull yourself away from the walls.
Okay. What do you want me to do exactly?
Go look up in the loft. I didn't
Okay.
find anything, but I didn't find anything in the other place either.
Alright, I'm gonna go up there and look.
Onas, you climb the rickety stairs. Every step you take, you get to the top. You look. There's a disheveled bed that's already been rummaged through. You can see that dust that was on the ground has been disturbed and kicked up as Weatherwax was up here looking before you. You decide to take a cursory glance around, see if maybe you can see anything that she missed. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh no!
Onas. You don't see anything.
I'm determined. I'm rolling a hero point. I'm doing it again.
All right.
I'm determined. I now have my mystery. I understand.
Yeah!
Onas with a 25. You look around and you notice that the bed being disheveled and the dust kicked up and kind of becoming slightly more in tune with the area that you're in. You're like, wait a minute. I was standing downstairs right above where I'm currently at. I remember there was a little bit of like reverberation off the ground that didn't make much sense. So you begin to look closely at the walls around you, and you notice that one of the wood slats seems a little loose. Pulling it aside, you find a journal.
Haha!
I'm gonna open it and read it.
Opening the journal, it is written in a language you do not know.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Can I try? Can I try?
I'm gonna take it to the rest and tell somebody to try to read that.
Onas brings you a journal written in a language that I don't think any of you know.
I know Common, Sylvan, Rat Folk, Aklo, and Elven. Is it Aklo by any
It
chance?
is lizard folk.
Dang it! We gotta.
I
can't-
speak
I can't read
common,
lizard
draconic, humanoid, and kobold.
I can't speak that. I'm a damn
No,
lizard.
decidedly a different race than you are.
I'm a damn lizard.
This
Lizard's
is-
a lizard.
However, somebody can give me a society check.
That's what I was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to ask.
yeah.
Because there's a society.
Go for it.
Where's my
society?
thing at?
I got a 7 to society.
Is it
21.
decipher writing,
Onas.
right?
You cannot decipher the writing, but you can recognize the language as the lizard folk from the other star system.
Interesting.
Whoever wrote this either knew that language or was a lizard folk.
Is the statue due to lizard?
Statue dude?
The
The
statue
statue. Is it a
in the
lizard?
basement.
The statue is of a cloaked
Okay.
figure, head
Oh.
bowed, so you cannot see a face. The
Oh.
stone itself, if you look at it, it is just like flat under the hood.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Well, I guess we keep poking around. And eventually it'll all make sense, or I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't make sense.
Very well. Where's next?
Yeah.
I mean,
This
Badoosh.
this is all across the way, so
Very
this
well.
place next.
Opening this building, you're immediately assailed with the scent of sawdust.
Smell.
It is almost as though it's been poured into every corner of this room. The table itself, you can tell, is handmade, as is pretty much everything in here. Some of the random clutter you find around are carpenter's tools.
Does everything in here look like it's also been here for a hot fucking minute, or no? Since there's smell.
Yes, it does look like there has been nobody here.
Okay.
I'm going upstairs.
All right,
I'm following him. He's been finding all the shit.
climbing up to the second floor, utilizing the ladder. You get up and there's a bedroom. This is a bedroom with 3 beds. One is slightly larger, maybe about the size of a queen bed, and 3 small twin beds.
Is this our home?
4 beds. You said 3 beds. Now there's 4 beds.
Give me a will save.
I was like, no, you didn't misspeak this time. Boop. 26. Did I
Willax,
crit?
your senses are assailed with the sound like a ringing in your ears, and your vision goes blurry, and then suddenly the bed is gone.
Did she like physically react? Like, did I notice?
You do notice her kind of shake her head a little bit.
I want to go look at where the bed that wasn't was.
Looks as though the entire room has kind of shrunk, and the section where that bed would have been is no longer there.
Can I make a time or arcana or something check to get some...
Sure.
Okay.
Give me an arcana.
Arcana, okay.
You don't notice anything different than you did before.
Okay.
I asked Franklin if he wants to come with me to check the big statue in the courtyard.
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
All right. Franklin and Chirp, you make yourselves over to the statue in the center of the town. Ouch. Oops. Sorry, 1 second. I have to... There we go. The statue itself seems to be that of a large knight, holding a sword in both hands. One sword with both hands. And there's a placard on it that says in common, "To our founder, Sir Ethric, may your rest be plentiful."
Okay, can I see? Can I look down the well?
Sure.
I don't want to go in the well.
Okay. You peer over the well. You see something peering back up at you. It's
Can
your
I
reflection
constantly in?
from the water.
There's water. I don't know. I'm so interested in this place. Is that a graveyard?
That is indeed a graveyard.
I like
You said
the
we left
idea.
Spooky Town. Let's go to the graveyard.
I like the idea of checking out graveyard.
Is there
All
something that looks like a church besides the graveyard?
That is actually a mausoleum. The graveyard itself, shrunk for scale for ease of movement, is actually quite large. You notice that there seem to be a few graves of people buried above ground here in stone sarcophagi. However, that is all you notice. There is also a large mausoleum.
Can I go into the mausoleum?
Yes, as you push on the stone doors of the mausoleum, they slide open easily with no sound. Stepping off of the grave dirt that's been crunching under your heels into the pure white marble mausoleum, the sound of your footsteps echo, clack, clack, clack. Looking around you, you notice there's actually no graves in here, but there is a set of marble stairs that descend into darkness.
Did you guys come with me?
I came with you.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you light this torch?
I mean, sure.
I can't see. Can you?
Yeah.
Well, then just walk. I follow
Okay.
you now.
I mean, I can still light your torch if you can't see. I'll produce
Okay, yeah, that
flame
works.
and
That
light
works.
the torch.
All right, you light his torch. It immediately illuminates the area, the shadows jumping in between the walls. Seems like maybe for a moment you notice something strange, and then you shake it out of your mind. It's probably nothing.
I don't know if I would have shaken.
Well, you think
Seeing
maybe you
something.
see a shadow move, but it's just the torchlight flickering.
Okay.
Okay.
The stairs descend quite deeply into the earth. You guys begin to walk down the staircase. Also,
We should go
Franklin
get
and
our
Chirp,
boys.
Yeah.
did you find them or follow them?
Yeah, they walked past us towards the mausoleum, so I probably would have went on the cattail.
Okay.
Even
Franklin?
though this just makes me want to hit that meme from It's Sunny in Philadelphia. I just walked in and just started blasting.
Franklin?
Franklin,
Yeah, I'm
stop
following.
ignoring
Okay.
us during our mania.
All four of you begin to
then-
descend the marble staircase. The staircase is quite wide. All four of you can stand abreast on the stairs. As you begin to make your descent, you quickly noticed that the marble changes to bones.
Mm-hmm. Can I make another occultism check?
Yes, you can.
Bones.
I will say that the stairs stay
Fucking-
marble.
Are they human bones?
I have a
Um,
hero point.
You're going to use it?
I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Should I use it?
It's up to
Do I
you.
use it? I think I would like to, if I can't at all know what we're wandering into, I would like.
Sure.
I'm gonna use it. Boop, boop. Nope. Okay.
Weatherwax, this
well,
is a catacomb.
Can I also roll that?
What are you trying to roll there, buddy?
I was just gonna do the same roll.
Sure, go for it. Onos, you recall that the people of this area, before it was kind of folded into the nation beforehand, occultism was actually quite big here, as well as the catacomb here was known for everybody in the area that would die, unless you were nobility, would be buried in this catacomb.
Okay, and
Thus-
I didn't hear. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, thus, the walls and ceiling are made out of bones. And as you reach the bottom of the marble staircase, you notice that the floor itself is also made out of bones. They are indeed human bones.
Swally graveyard. The graves are more recent,
Yes.
and I assume can't be buried in the ground because there's bones down there.
There'd be bones.
Okay. I suppose we continue into the bone
maze.
maze.
Continue to walk.
Very
I'm
well.
That phased. This is fine.
Weatherwax said she's not that phased. She sounds a little phased.
I'm bothered by not knowing the answer to the mystery. The bones or whatever.
You begin to make your way through these catacombs. They are very winding. Left turn here, right turn there.
Oh, great, we're lost.
However, you notice, after walking for a good 5 or so minutes, hitting some dead ends. Probably closer to 30 to 40 minutes, hitting some dead ends. You make it all the way back around to where you were. It does seem like it is a giant loop. However, whoever is leading the group, you may pick. Give me a perception check.
It was me or Weatherwax.
I have dark vision, so I'd be happy to go in front.
Okay, Weatherwax, give me a perception. 18.
That was not horrible.
You begin to, after your first loop through the catacomb, you begin to take it a little bit slower and see maybe if we can find something down here. Point us in the right direction, maybe. You take it much slower the second time through. Checking different bones, pushing on different things, grabbing a bone here or there. They are packed very tightly together. As you make it all the way back around, you notice nothing.
Same. Um,
Is it still pretty early in the day?
What time is
you
it?
guys have been searching around for a couple of hours now. You got here around noon. It's creeping towards 3-4 o'clock.
okay, we got plenty of daytime left on us. Call us the motherfucking Scooby Doo.
Was there anywhere in the graveyard where the fancy people were buried, like Etheric?
You're gonna go
Guidance
back
status.
up and look for Etheric's tomb.
I mean, I haven't noticed anything in the catacombs. If there's nothing jumping out at me of like, this is worth investigating, I think eventually I'd be like, well, dang.
I'd like to take a thorough look myself. I've been on a roll of finding spooky stuff.
That is true.
Go for it.
Sure.
Onas is the spooky whisperer.
I'm the spooky whisperer.
Onas, you take about another hour or so to walk through the catacombs, slowly, deliberately, checking different places you think there could be maybe hidden switches, false walls, anything like that you bumped into before.
Extra
However,
corners,
if they are here, they are hidden very well as you find nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
If it's an hour per loop, I definitely
I'm about
start.
to throw something out of anger.
I
While
I
they're
vote.
doing that, do any of these buildings just like look out of place, or do they all look like they fit?
No, they all look like they fit.
Well, we got 2 more buildings. I think we might as well go look. 3 more
Yeah.
buildings. We might as well go check them out.
When we come up the stairs, I do want to take a look around the graveyard on our way out.
Oh, for the
Okay.
temple.
Yeah.
As you're walking out of the graveyard, you do not see Etheric's tomb.
Okay. Is it big enough that it could be deeper in the graveyard?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It would take me a large amount of time to do like a loop around the graveyard.
Yeah, probably about another hour.
Alright, I'd rather check
Well-
out the buildings first. I think.
Very well.
You could do that while we check out the buildings to time save, you know?
That's fair, there's nothing alive here. I probably won't get murdered.
Is that
Walking through the
is that
graveyard
a-
by yourself.
is that a mill in the top left corner?
It's
Or
something.
is it
You
just a
haven't been up there yet.
chandelier? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go
Um,
investigate that.
I'll do a lap around the graveyard and look for Etheric while they go check out the buildings.
Very well.
Okay, I'm gonna go check out the same building with him.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
no,
guys are
no.
heading towards that building?
Yeah, the one in the top right. Well, we might as well go bottom. to the
I
front.
knock first.
There's no response. However, each thud of your hand hitting the door seems to echo much longer than you would expect. You slowly open the door, and it creaks on its hinges, grating against your already frayed nerves. As you open the door to what seems to be a sitting room of some sort. There's a chair
Okay.
next to the hearth, and there is indeed a chandelier hanging down.
Okay, I give up. I can't get my character in there.
The door's on the other side, you dingus.
What do you mean?
Just keep charging. It's down at in the front of it. Yeah.
Franklin closed the door on you.
Okay, I'm in.
I chirp.
Okay, so it's just another empty house.
Yes, indeed.
Alright.
So the house itself is empty. At least the bottom floor is. You go check out the top.
Does it just look like a normal home?
The bottom floor
Anything
does.
unusual?
Uh,
I leave it as it is. And
Okay.
I leave.
Very well.
All right, nothing in there.
I want to fight the top four.
Yeah, I'm hopping up on top of the chandelier, and I'm about to just do some
How much do
random
you
shit.
weigh?
Only like 40 pounds, maybe.
How about with armor?
He's not. He's on armor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got like little. He's got like the little stuff. He's not like fully armor type deal.
Very well.
I'm gonna just, go up the stairs like a regular person.
Okay.
It's
You go
like
up the stairs.
Vanilla armor.
You find a small hallway. There's a door on your, 2 doors on your left.
I'll open the left door.
There,
They're
the
both
first left door
doors.
or the second?
Yeah, the
left
first
door?
left door.
You
That's
open
right.
it and it seems to be a bedroom. There seems to be a large bed in the middle, as well as a small writing desk on the right-hand side.
Ooh.
I wanna look
Onas is
in-
good at
I wanna-
desks.
I want to look around the desk and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of want to make the chandelier spin with my little jetpack.
Okay.
Seems this chart is so uninteresting.
After
in the
about
series and
a minute
deal
of
with it,
spinning, the chain snaps and falls down with you on it. Onas, as you're looking through this desk, you hear a loud crash. A deafeningly loud crash from below.
And just giggling.
And also very creepy giggling.
I don't even check it out. I know exactly what happened.
You gonna give me perception on us?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm snacking. I forgot. I'm trying to click it. I'm using my pinky. Boom.
25. Damn. Onas. Looking through a few of the drawers, you do manage to find a small diary.
Onas has special eyes.
The diary is of one Sir Glendale.
Can I read it?
Yes, as you read through it, you get a sense that this may be the mayor of this town, or at least someone in a leadership position. The first bit of the diary is fairly normal, talking about normal daily stuff. You notice that one of the older entries mentions that a lizard folk came to live in this town, one that was from beyond the stars, and began to preach his religion. At first, many ignored him or laughed openly at it. But he began to gain a small following. And by the end of it, the mayor himself has said that Sarothak is a very wise leader and is going to lead everybody into prosperity with his
Does he at any
new
point-
god.
Does he mention what the religion or the god is?
He does not.
There is no religion.
There's always veiled mentions of a new god, Sarothak's god, the god from beyond the stars, but nothing direct.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything else in the room?
You do notice one small thing that does seem out of place. There's a pickaxe,
Okay.
and that is it.
I'm gonna pick up the pickaxe, of course.
The pickaxe is covered in a fine white powder.
Interesting.
Say what?
One moment. I'm sorry.
Okay. While that's happening,
Okay. Do I know what the powder is? Like, have I seen it?
give it a little bit of a sniff, but it doesn't seem to have much of a smell to it.
I sniffed the fine white powder. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take the pickaxe with me. Shit.
All right.
Can we look at the statue in the town square and see if there's anything that articulates?
Articulate. It's a statue. I mean, you kind of push on it. It doesn't seem to move. Franklin, what are you doing?
Picking flowers.
Very Franklin task.
Franklin and Sharp are both just doing bullshit, and then we got the fucking spooky
Do I notice
warriors.
anything odd about the vegetation in general, like the grass, the trees, the brush?
All seem normal.
Do I need to perceive to try and find Ethric?
You're going to have to, yeah. I was getting to you.
Okay. Okay, cool. I didn't want to.
Yeah. I was letting. Okay, well, if that's what's going on there, then yeah, go ahead, Weatherwax. Give me that perception.
God damn it! I'm gonna go to bed.
I'll give her my
Weatherwax, you actually become quite turned around in the graveyard, and you start walking down rows that you could have swore you've walked down before, trying to find Ethric's tomb, and eventually just trying to find your way out, and you finally make it back out. You make it to the front gate. Wait, no, this isn't the front gate. This is the back gate? No, wait. There was only one gate, wasn't there? Give me a will save.
Okay.
Oh, great. She shouldn't have went alone. We goofed it.
Okay, now I'm good.
You quickly shake your head and realize that, there was only one gate. And it's actually only about 3 feet to your left. You shuffle over there and walk out the front gate.
I'm very willful. Can I try and find a stupid mausoleum again?
Would you like to do another perception check to try and find the mausoleum? It will take about another hour. Or sorry, the tomb.
If we do it together, can we shorten the time?
Sure. You guys want to split up and search for clues?
Yeah.
Deal.
Okay. Both of you roll.
High rollers today, man.
You tell
Yeah,
Weatherwax to go
jeez.
this way, and you go the other way. You quickly find Sir Ethric's tomb. It's actually right next to the mausoleum.
God damn it!
It's a large golden circle, and it just says the same thing that his placard says. May your rest be plentiful.
Is it the only gold thing in the graveyard?
That you can see.
Is it like a lid?
No, it's a circle. Like a disc.
Circle?
Oh, like in the ground?
Yes.
Is he the only thing? Person? Probably is more accurate than thing, but like everything else is above ground graves, right?
Well, there's no like sarcophagus or anything. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Does it do anything? If is it like, I don't know the word for what I'm trying to say. Like a pressure plate kind of thing? Does it move?
No, not
does any
really. It
weight-
seems to be like anchored in the ground.
About to put the statue on that bitch.
That would be wild to drag a 45.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Okay, I guess we try the other buildings.
Uh.
There's also that, I mean, I don't know this, but there is that one other room in the building you were in.
Look for clothes. This is straight out Scooby Doo.
Boop, boop, boop. I don't... Unless we may get bonus Ethric info from investigating the disc boy.
Yeah, can we investigate the disc?
Otherwise, I will check out another building.
No, the disc just has the same inscription on it.
Okay. It is weird, he's just got a disc. Maybe he disappeared and that's why he doesn't have a sarcophagi. He was like a well, wait, was he the founder of the town?
Yeah, that was the founder, yeah.
What were the dates on his thingy? Does his disc thingy have dates on it?
They do not.
So he's not dead.
He's resting.
He's something. Dead, maybe? Missing, maybe.
And we don't have other dates to go off of because most people were tossed in the bone zone.
The bone zone.
Have we gone into the tavern in the bottom right yet?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the first one we went in.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check out this little crib right here.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. Let me zoom in. As you enter, you do notice a table with some teapots on it.
Tea.
There seems to be cups and plates set around as though somebody was in the middle of a tea party of sorts. Let me open my chat back up. There we go. Looking around, there doesn't seem to be anything too out of place down here on the ground floor, except that the places are all set, but there's nobody there drinking the tea. You go up to the second floor.
Absolutely.
All right. The second floor, there does seem to be a large bedroom with one medium-sized bed and two smaller beds, all of which have kind of pink and frilly sheets and duvets.
Journal search.
Yeah, I'll search the room. Oh wait, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Onos, did you just roll that 24?
No.
Oh.
The 24 was from the graveyard hunt.
You rolled a 15. And Onos rolled a 16. Okay. So you go upstairs to take a look around, and you actually do indeed find a diary of a small young girl. Most of it is, drivel. Just talking about, I don't know, random things, flowers, bugs, school. However, the later entries are more interesting. She's talking about how Sarthak is supposed to save the town, and how Sarthak is going to help everybody, and how she really hopes that Mommy can stop having to work so late in the graveyard. She comes home so sore and never has any energy to play anymore.
I know I'm reading from a child's journal, but can I roll an occultism or something to see if, there's something weird happening with her mother, or there's just apparently a shit ton of people dying? And her mother's having to bury all of them because she works in the graveyard?
There's not going to be much more you can glean from it.
Okay. Okay. K.
All right. Anybody else? Actions?
Can I ask I don't know how retroactively asking this works, but when we were wandering around the graveyard, for many, many moons, were there any other plaques, etherics, kind of like a we don't have a body necessarily, but we're marking this spot because
not that you could see.
I know he said there was Sir Ethric.
Yep.
There was Sir Glendal, the Sarothek, and now the girls. I didn't get the name for the girl though because I had to take a phone call.
There was none given.
Oh, it's just a journal for a younger lady.
Yes.
I would like to check out that other room in the mayor's house. Also, there was one other room, right?
Yeah, he found the room, but he found the journal hidden behind the panel.
The mayor's house?
There's two doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mayor's house. I found something. It was the diary.
Yeah, that was in this house here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But wasn't there another room that no one's been in yet?
Yes.
There's another building. Yeah.
No. There's another room in the mayor's house.
There is.
Yeah, I want to go in that other room.
Okay. You go to open the room and it is locked.
Onas!
I'm coming to hit the lock. Okay.
Onas, you easily pop this lock, opening the door to a storage room.
Let's look around.
There are various crates. Most are filled with just mundane goods, textiles, stuff like that. Potentially something the mayor was holding on to for the menders.
Have we gone in this house over here?
You've not.
No, that one's not been explored yet.
Onas.
Can
You walk
Can
into
we
a bakery. Or sorry, not Onas. Chirp. You walk into a bakery.
Trap door. Can I smell actual bread, or is
Uh,
everything all molded up?
It is mostly molded up.
Yeah.
Where'd Franklin disappear to?
Picking flowers.
all in the flowers.
Oh, he ended up under the DMPC. Yes, there is a bakery here. Cough, cough, Franklin, if you're still alive.
Looks like
Who knows?
you got a big oven over here too.
Yes, actually a clay brick oven over
I'm
there.
running out. Franklin, there's pastries.
Oh, they're all moldy. Why so
Yes,
much
everything
food
in
waste?
here is indeed moldy. However, you do find various baking supplies, including sugar, salt, flour, all of which has not gone bad.
I'll take what I can of what is still good.
There's pretty much
Oh.
any baking supply you could want.
Yeah, I'll fill my pockets with
Okay.
the various things.
Franklin, give me a perception check at advantage. Just roll twice, and we'll go with the higher one. As you are very familiar in bakeries. 15, that is enough. Franklin, as you are perusing the different spices and sugars and things to fill your pack with, you notice a key.
A key?
A key.
I'll toss it over there to
Chirp.
Chirp. Because I'm assuming he's trying to get that cellar open.
Yes, sure. That cellar's actually locked, and Franklin does indeed give you the key.
Let's do it.
Opening the cellar, it is very dark and dusty down here. Franklin, are you following him into the sewer? Cellar?
Well, is it a cellar or a sewer?
It is a cellar.
Yeah, I can just ponder us.
I will follow him down
Light
into
orbs.
that.
All right. You guys move down into the cellar. You notice that where you would kind of expect more bakery supplies to be, most things have been cleared out. And there's actually a whole bunch of shovels down here. And various mining instruments.
Were they mining like in here or?
As far as you can tell, the cellar looks to be made of stone. But it doesn't look like they have been breaking any ground down here.
They have that bone powder like the mausoleum did, or the catacombs did.
There is a white powder on these instruments.
Can I give the white powder a taste test?
Yep. It's definitely not flour. Seems to kind of pull the moisture from your tongue.
Like chalk?
Like bone.
Or salt. There's salt lick somewhere. They got stores of salt somewhere.
No, bone. I think it's bone.
Limestone salt.
It's bone. It's bone. Can we perceive the storage room real quick before we leave the building?
Yes. Go for it.
Perception.
Onos, we're just hanging out. I'm just
Yep.
gonna follow Onos around and happen to be okay. Well,
Y'all didn't find
consistently
anything.
shocking. All right. Well,
Can
gonna
we
leave
show?
this.
I want to show them the utensils, whatever the tools are. If it's shovels and picks, or if it's stuff to like sledgehammers or things to break stuff open, or
Exactly.
things like that, and see if
the
the stuff looks
bone
like
tool room.
any of the powder that was down there in the catacombs.
I don't think I ever mentioned specifically a powder in the catacombs.
No, it was just on the pickaxe in the guy's room, his
Yep.
bedroom. He had a pickaxe with dusty
Does the
stuff on
journal
it.
detail anything about any mining operation?
It did not.
And we only had equipment in the mayor's house. There was nothing else anywhere else.
Well, and the girl's mom was working really hard in the graveyard, which I assume is not her bearing graves, but is doing whatever the hell they're doing, which is, I assume, mining in the catacombs.
So can we
Can I
pass
investigate the graveyard and see, is there any area of ground that looks
out disturbed?
like it was more or freshly disturbed? Yeah.
Give me a survival
I'm gonna
or
grab
a knowledge nature, whichever better for you.
of the utensils and just bring them with us, and
Okay.
like pass them out to everybody. Like you get a shovel, you get a sledgehammer, you get a pickaxe, you get a.
Looking around, you're not really seeing any sort of, especially not any sort of digging that would require this many tools. You would expect a lot more disturbed dirt. You're not finding anything like that.
Is there? Or do we see anything in the town that, detritus or things that look like it would be? Most of the time, if they're doing that type of work with those kind of tools, you have to move it somewhere. The stuff doesn't sit wherever it's at. You gotta have a wheelbarrow, and you gotta move the stuff out of the way. Things like that.
I mean, like, catacombs are full of bones. They've been moving bones to other spots. There's just more bones. I do want to check this last build. I think this last building we haven't been in yet.
Indeed. Opening the door, you see what seems to be just a one-bedroom house. Nothing seems too out of place besides the food that's been left on the table to rot.
And there's no upstairs?
There's not.
I will attempt to perceive for any oddities. Let's see how it goes. Really good. It's going really good. So good.
Well, with that nice natural one you got there, you believe it or not, don't find anything. But you do manage to knock a few things off the table and flip a chair over on accident.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go sit down.
Do I notice anything
I
beyond the
also
town?
rolled for perception. I didn't realize my mic was muted.
I saw that. You did not see anything.
Perfect.
Franklin, what do you mean beyond the town?
Like landmarks or signs of life?
So this is just kind of the town center here that I have mocked up for us. Beyond, there are more buildings and stuff, but they seem less important. However, no, you're not really noticing any signs of life. The town itself seems entirely dead. Bless you.
Alright.
Bless you. Is the river something that we just crossed on this one side, or does it
I
go
get some
any
water from the
other
well
edges?
and have a drink.
Which well?
I only see one.
Make a
Well-
will save.
Make a will save. Make a well save.
A will save.
It's on the. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Franklin,
Oh no.
A burning, searing pain stabs directly into the center of your mind, causing you to collapse on the ground. You take
I found a
3
clue.
damage
I
as the pain subsides. You realize that the well that you were looking at wasn't actually there.
Oh, what do I see there?
Well, you see next to where you were standing, the actual well. However, where you were standing, you notice a fine white powder.
bone magic.
I find my powder. Do I like rub the ground? There's like nothing there.
No.
What did I just what did I just drink then?
It's a good question.
Guys, don't drink the water.
Yeah, don't drink the beer either.
I don't know.
Can I burn it with fire?
Go for it.
I mean, I think since we found the tools and everything, I feel very much that like whatever is happening is down in the catacombs, and I don't know if maybe now that we have a little bit more of a clue as to the mechanics of it, we can maybe find something. I'm also wondering if was there like any increased
Bless you.
I'm sorry, guys.
background magic-y vibes when we'd been down in the catacombs versus when we were like up in the rest of the town, or is it like very consistent all over the place?
Very consistent all over the place.
Okay. And did I start noticing it like before crossing the bridge or only after crossing the bridge?
As you got closer to the town, you began to notice it.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there any heavy rocks or anything?
Did we perceive?
You can find some rocks around.
Did we do the perception in the tavern? I don't think we did.
We did, and then we went upstairs, and then we perceived, and you found the papery boys.
Oh.
One of those. Are we gonna pull one of them Legend of Zeldas and move this statue and see if there's a staircase underneath it?
That's what I was thinking.
I kick over the statue in frustration.
You definitely don't, as it is many tons, and you are a very small lad. You kick the statue in frustration and slightly stub your toe.
Fair.
What if I have Titan Grappler and I latch onto his head and then I use Jetpack?
I will say it's for sure not gonna fight back, but you're also not gonna knock it over.
I
Okay.
feel like it's in the mausoleum. I think we should go back to the mausoleum.
I agree.
All right. I can't find shit. So
I'm coming.
Everybody's got some type of
I need
utensil,
shit
pry
finder.
bar, sledgehammer, shovel,
Very well.
random shit.
You guys make your way back to the mausoleum through the dead and silent town.
Let's go.
Once more, your footsteps retort across the marble ground. Clack, clack. Slowly making your way down the marble staircase, the musty smell of earth fills your nose. The silence of the air begins to be almost palpable as you reach the bottom once more.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm just wrapping the handle of whatever utensil you decide we were able to pick up from that room in like just one of those annoying.
So you're making very loud noises on your way down.
Yep.
Very well. You get to the bottom. Bones lay out before you.
In a way they weren't last time?
In a way very similar as they were last time.
What do you mean by similar and not the same?
I never said not the same. I just said similar.
Break
As well as you can remember.
Mm,
You begin to make your way through the catacombs.
Break the bones.
Who is first?
I'll still go first. I marched
Give me a
over
perception. However,
here.
However, comma.
at advantage.
Okay, thank you. 1.
There you go.
Roll
Weatherwax.
again, just for
Walking through the
context.
catacombs, you continue to look around the walls that you've already checked and that Onas has already checked. However, now you're not looking for specifically like bones out of place. You're looking for bones with maybe weird markings on them. And sure enough, you find a small section where all of the bones have maybe little nicks and chips that aren't quite right even for someone that may have died. So you begin to fiddle with that area, trying to move bones. And eventually, you do find a femur that slides out. And as you tug on that, the whole wall slides inward.
Ooh.
Another staircase lies before you. This one, chiseled out of stone, it continues to descend deeper into the earth.
Off we go. Does it smell purplier? Or golder, I rather probably should say.
Yes, it does.
I don't care how I'm going. I'm fucking off. I'm gone. This is the fastest I've moved in this life.
She begins to make her way down into the catacombs. You notice that the stone here is worked, as in it has been cut and shaped and mortared and placed. Moving down deeper into the earth, you begin to feel the weight of the tons of earth above your head. The air is becoming almost suffocating now. But as you reach the bottom of this staircase, you stand upon worked stone. And I have to change the scene.
Ba, ba, ba!
Okay. I'm going to do my
Someday.
best with getting everything working here. It is a bit awkward with the top-down view, but the walls should be functioning properly. So let me get everybody in here. Can everybody see?
I can see all of our beans.
Okay. None of you should be able to... Okay, somebody already opened the door. Who opened the door?
Blood clicked
Who
it.
was the first person to click on the door?
Blood.
Blood. You walk up to the door. You notice that the door itself is made of bones, inset into a stone wall. Your brash nature pushing you forward, you grab the handle that is also made of bone and swing the door inward. A scent assails your nostrils. That's my word for the night, I guess. Of death and decay. And also, you are now in the front. Congratulations.
La-doo-doo-doo.
Why can't I? Oops.
Blood
Can I
begins to
shrink
make.
my token?
Yeah, actually, here, let me
Wait.
let me see if I can do that for you. Let me give you a little bit of one of these guys. Is that better?
Yeah, just My 10-foot frame is just like clipping all the walls. So.
Oh,
You guys are
okay.
moving around real quick like.
Sorry, I was trying to get my arrow keys to work. They work
That's
when
all right.
I'm down here.
Yeah, you can use your arrow keys to move around. You come to 2 doors, both very close to each other. These doors are also made of bone.
Does one smell more gold than the other?
No. You
I
are
promise the one I
beginning
met's
to
the
get
right one.
the sense of magic around you, though.
This one's the right one. I know it.
I was gonna opt for the left one, and that one's on our left side, so I like that door. I'm clicking it in case that triggers any kind of save.
As you open the door, you notice that there are more graves and sarcophagi down here. Most of these do have markings. They tend to say Lord, Lady, Sir. These catacombs, these are the more upscale catacombs, where your bones aren't just thrown about, but interred instead.
Okay. I think I would open the next door before checking the further one
So
back.
all of these lights that you see are active. These are torches, lamps, sconces that are currently burning.
Does this
So
seem
do you guys want to check
particularly...
the door behind us, or are we gonna just go down the other hallway?
Do we hear any distant chanting?
Does
Not
it
that you can tell.
also... Does it seem dusty, or does it seem like...
It seems not as dusty as you would expect for an underground catacomb.
Interesting.
Many footprints. Dust has been kicked up many places.
Yeah, that goes down a very long hall, so I am pro checking that other door.
Can I check the door with the thievery, or Onus check the door with thievery?
Sure.
What's your theory?
+7, I think.
Yeah, I got +8. Hopefully.
Looks like it's not trapped.
I'm itching, so if there's any hesitation, I will click things.
Weatherwax pushes past you and opens the door. Again, a large sarcophagus fills this room. However, there is a skull on the floor next to it.
I want to check that skull out.
Looks like a humanoid skull.
And it's just hanging out
Does
next
it look
to the
like it came off of a shelf?
sarcophagus?
Is it?
There are no shelves or anything in here.
And
What
this
are
room's
those
not
on the
like
back
dust.
wall?
Is this room dusty or dustier than the other one we were just in? That was kind of a
Yes.
throughway. Okay.
Cool. This is fucked up, but can I open it?
Give me a strength check. The sarcophagus is very heavy.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
Athletics.
Athletics?
Oh yeah, give me athletics.
Okay. Well, that's still not good, but sure.
Push as you might, this is far too heavy for you to move.
What if they help me?
They close the door on you.
They hate me. Okay.
Y'all just leaving Franklin out there to dry.
What do you want us to help you with? Can we use some of the tools
Yeah.
as like pry bars or leverage?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to get this open.
Give me a roll
It's
at
the
a
only one
+2
with
since
lid.
you've got pry bars.
+2. Just the base, the D20 +2.
No, your athletics +2.
Oh, okay. I both of us.
Well, for Onas, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh no, so you'll get a second attempt at it since he's helping you.
18, 19.
All right, there you go.
19.
Yep, you're able to pry the top off. A loud boom retorts as the sarcophagus lid slams to the ground. And inside is a skeleton.
Does it have a skull?
It does indeed. It is wearing a dress. It has some fine rings on it, but
want 'em.
overall, still a skeleton.
Alright, this is even more fucked up. I want the rings.
They're not using them.
Very well. You grab 3 rings: a gold one, a green one, and a brass one.
Alright, I'm pocketing those.
All right.
I grab the skull and throw it in the sarcophagus, and can we edge the lid back closed?
Wait, I want to take the skull.
What?
It's going to be significantly more difficult to get the lid back on.
Okay.
You can try it,
Shit.
but it will be
Either
significantly
way,
more difficult.
he just wants the skull.
Grave robbers. I'm so glad I'm not seeing this.
The skull
What's,
also
what's
doesn't belong
Franklin
to the
doing while he hears all of
Um,
this?
I'm
I'm assuming
I'm just observing. I'm just
None of
looking
them
around
are-
this room.
none
Okay.
of them were magic rings. They were all just cosmetic, right?
That is true.
I-
It would have pinged for me
I'm-
if they were magic.
I know that
Um,
the sconces are on. I am
Wait, can you just
waiting
keep...
here at the door to make sure no one comes.
Okay,
I-
sure. Can you keep detect
Um,
magic up at all times? You can't, can you?
I have to just continually cast it, but it's a cantrip, and I also have it as a innate as a level 2.
Okay, so yeah, you pretty much can. Yeah, one of those rings is magic.
Oh!
So
The green one.
I want to wear it. No, not me. Actually,
You don't even know
what
what
does it
it
do?
is.
Hey,
Don't put it
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I got
What does it do?
crafting and the Arcana stuff. Can I
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
roll
what-
for one of those to see if we
Do
can?
I
I'll
hear
give
them
it to one
talking
of
about
them.
this?
You do.
I'll give it to one of
Directly,
the
very
magic-
loudly in the hallway behind you. Every semblance of stealth has been thrown out the window long ago.
Have y'all not noticed that these sconces and everything are lit? There very well could be something or someone down in these catacombs, and y'all are just robbing the place.
I feel like the whole point is to find people. So I'm okay.
Also, everyone is missing. We just had some weird time stuff, and you took a magic ring from a skeleton.
I absolutely did. That's kind of what I do.
You absolute nutter.
He did grab it before he knew it was magic, I assume.
I did do that, but I'll give the magic one to one of you guys.
Can we inspect it with Arcana?
I start
Um,
holding. I start just like in my head, like praying to my gods.
Etrasil, please, you save me.
Please light the way. Please
I have a
forgive
question,
these
though.
heathens, for they
Do
do
I
not
have
know
to-
what they've done.
Whenever I loot stuff like that, do I need to add anything, or do I just have to remember that shit? 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
you have to add those.
What is
Yeah,
it?
you can add it.
Well, right now he's just 2 rings, 1 magical.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do I just click the plus and just type in ring?
Okay,
Okay.
let's see here.
We'll have to get like appraised or something to figure out what exactly it is.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
go ahead and give
there
me an
doesn't-
arcane check. Arcana check, even.
Bladoosh.
I can't roll shit.
That is enough to get a general sense. For an item, you get a sense of what it does and learn any means of activating it. It is a ring of flame. It does a 15-foot cone of fire.
I'm like, I don't need this. And I'll
Using
just-
your character level as your caster level.
I just flick it to him and say, it does a cone of fire.
It does your character level or what?
As your caster level.
Does that mean I could use it?
Yeah.
That's cool. But if one of you guys want it, that's fine. I don't care.
I mean, I already throw fire. I'm good.
Is it a spell? Can I spell spell strike with it?
No.
Okay, I'm not interested.
Well, I will take it then.
All right.
What do I... You know what I'm about to ask you. What do I fucking add?
Just write down ring of burning hands for now.
Sure.
I gotta help you update your character sheet later anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
All right. You guys continue.
Yeah.
Move
Proceed
through the
stealthily
hallway.
down the hall and encourage my friends to
Uh-huh.
not steal anything else.
I'm not.
Good
Oh,
luck
we're
with
doing
that
the-
proceeding
listen to that.
stealthily thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that one.
When Chirp sees Franklin like trying to do it, he starts like tiptoeing behind him with his version of the kobold stealth. He's just tiptoeing behind him.
Oh, no.
And
Seems right.
making a lot of noise. Not intentionally either, just kind of like bumping into things,
Straight
like
up
sneezing, coughing. About as unstealthy as you could be.
That's
Am
adorable.
I'm not being very stealthy either.
Neither am I.
I don't know if I can really save
We're
it,
all
but
just fucking running around. Oh, she's
What?
stealthy.
did I save us?
So
Did
they hear 3 people.
what will come of this will may. You guys are all attempting to move silently. Weatherwax is an absolute ninja and just almost blends into the shadows around you. You notice that some of her Fey ancestry comes out, and some of the edges of her person begin to fade a little bit with the darkness and the dancing firelight. It's very difficult to see her.
I open this door in front of me.
That is a wall you've walked into 4 times, Pan.
I was gonna ask, is there a statue or something over here? Or
Nope,
anything of
just a
it?
wall.
Just a plain old wall.
Assuming that there's no secret doors there, yeah.
I'm gonna check this wall out. That's a wall.
Doesn't look like
That's
there's
a wall.
secret doors.
I will go to where the door is.
I open the door.
Sharp, help me.
No, leave him
Help me, Sharp.
alone.
Yeah, shut up, Franklin. Help me, Sharp.
No, oh my god.
Sharp, we gotta get this thing open.
There's
He didn't
no-
even roll for anything. What are you rolling for? He said you get a +2 for something with the tools.
Oh, +2 with
Athletics.
Yeah. Help me.
Franklin, roll a perception for me. Not chirp. Weatherwax, also roll a perception for me.
It's
Very well.
it's a 13.
Nah.
You said
I
to do a
can't be
perception
seen
for
or
him?
see shit.
Nope, not you, chirp.
Oh, okay.
All right. Onas and Chirp, you do manage to take the top off of this sarcophagus. Again, a second loud booming noise distracts both Franklin and Weatherwax as they look around.
What's in it?
There's a male skeleton in a fine black suit.
You got any rings?
He does not, but he does have a tiara, like a crown.
Oh, I'm stealing it.
No.
Very well. You take
Are
a
there-
gold and gem encrusted crown.
Do
Are
you
there
want
any-
curses? This is how you get curses.
Are
That's
there-
okay.
Are there any names on the sarcophagi?
Yes, on the male sarcophagi, it says Lord Harrington.
Hey,
That is
You-
not the name of the mayor, or I don't remember what Ethric's last name was.
you can blame Chirp just as much. He's helping me.
I also, since I've been distracted by a very loud bang sound, does the tiara look magical or potentially
It's a crown.
cursed
I
magic?
misspoke. Yes, it
okay.
is magical.
That's also magic. Don't put it on until we have a vague sense of what it does.
I didn't put
Ooh,
it.
let me check. So we're gonna check again, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, check it.
Not a damn.
You don't really know what it does. The magic's kind of
know.
beyond you.
I'm good with magic apparently. Boom.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Oh, Nas.
I'm
This
a
thing is
magical
cursed
man.
as fuck. If you put this on, it would slowly start to strangle you to death.
See, that's why I didn't put it on. But I'll sell it.
Called it.
Or we
let's
could
go.
slip it onto somebody else.
True. I'm gonna use it as a weapon.
Okay. Now you two walk this way. In this direction
There's
that
another sarcophagus.
you
Maybe
have to walk
talk
over
this
here
way?
to get to it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nas. Roll me
Hi.
a perception.
Oh, okay.
Onas. On that right-hand wall there,
Uh-huh.
there seems to be a seam that doesn't seem right. There seems to be a little bit of light pouring out of one of the cracks.
Can I use my pickaxe and break the wall?
A truly subtle roguelike strategy.
I know, right? As you
It was a joke.
you find a hidden wall that opens into a small alcove.
Cool. Is there
There's a
anything else?
second,
Oh.
presumably hidden wall across the way. Are you going to open it as well?
Yeah.
Very well. As you open this wall, it opens into another room. As you step into this
That door
room,
looks fancy.
begin to hear sounds of moaning and wailing, sound of shuffling, sound of squelching, and it begins to come from all around you.
I'm gonna die.
And that's what we're gonna call it for tonight, guys. Thanks everybody for coming out for some more D&D.
Damn.
Let's see. Great work today, guys, on the inspecting the village. Let's see. 4, figuring out a plan to get you out of the time blizzard. Pan and Chirp both get a hero point.
Hey.
Good, because I was down to 0 after trying to roll all those fortitude saves to get everybody out.
Good work. Franklin, for yelling at everybody for robbing the tomb and attempting to keep some semblance of stealth, as futile as it is, you also get a hero point. Good work tonight, everybody.
Y'all are gonna end up dying a horrible death, and I will not be able to save you.
Yeah, I will say there's a lot to this dungeon. So I think this is a good place to call it before we start getting into some of the real encounters. Yeah, great work tonight, everyone. Oh, and I also have to help you this week get your stuff sorted out, but hope everybody had a good time. And
I did have a question, because when I hit level 2, I unlocked that new boomerang ability, but it says at level 2, it +2, the damage increases by 1d4. So would that be it'd be a 3d4 instead of 2d4?
that makes sense to me.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great night, and we'll see you on, let's see, what is that going to be? The 27th? That should be fine. I don't think I have anything. Is everybody good on the 27th?
2 weeks with no mystery solving.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be fine for me. I don't go back to class until the 8th of January.
Sounds good. Then, all right, I'm going to end stream. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.